How's it going, guys? Welcome back to another video. So in this video I'm gonna be reviewing a really cheap audio recorder that was sent in by the company called BOJECHER. So it comes in this box and it costs £25, which is quite cheap. And I've been using it for the past few days and I have to say it sounds really good. Just a few things. So here's the recorder, and I'll go ahead and compare the audio quality recording from this with what I'm using now, which is what you're listening to, and also the built-in recording on the camera's microphone, which is obviously garbage, but we'll just see. So along with the recorder you get some earphones for monitoring the audio, and you also get a micro USB for charging and also plugging into your PC, but I'm gonna use those because I've already got some lying around. Now let's go ahead and take a look at the voice recorder. So at the front here you've got an LCD display, you've got the microphones on top, you've got the stop and record button, and the record button does have a LED which blinks when you're recording, and you got the up, down, left, right, and then pause and play. You got speaker over here. On the side you've got a lock switch, you've got the reset, you've got the menu button, and you've got the delete or A and B. I haven't tried A and B, but I'm not really bothered. And now you also have a micro SD card slot, and this is the USB for charging it when you plug it into your computer. It actually pops up as two devices. One is the internal storage, which is 8 GB on this model, and the other one is the micro SD card. So it'll pop both up and you can transfer files from both of them. And you also have the microphone in, but that's actually a line in, and then you have the headphone in for monitoring, and that is, I think, real-time monitoring. To turn it on, you go ahead and press the middle button, and it is built really well, built out of metal, and it's got some weight to it. Apparently the battery life lasts 2 days or something, which is really good, and it takes about 3 hours or so to charge. I'll go ahead and zoom in over here so I can show you. So as you can see, it's an LCD display, and you've got your battery icon, you got your volume, which you can press up and down to to change, and that's the speaker volume and also the headphones volume. You got your playback indicator, you got the files number, and you got your bitrate that you're recording at. Now the thing with this music player is if you hold the M button, it goes into music mode, and it's kind of like an MP3 player, and it does support FLAC and some other formats, so you can use this as a music player, but I wouldn't recommend it because it's not all that. You hold this again and it should go back to the recording. Now to jump into the menus, you simply click the M button. So you got save position, which is the flash or the TF memory card. You got the record settings. Now this can record in MP3 or WAV, so I always recommend WAV. And then you can record up to 1536 kilobytes per second, which is 48 kilohertz. So this actually records in 48 kilohertz, 16-bit, and the recordings do sound good. I'll go ahead and switch to it in a bit. You've also got the auto stop recording thing, which I don't recommend. You got the record from, so this is where you select the built-in microphone and the line in. Now do keep in mind it is a line in, so when you plug in microphones, which you can, and I guess I'll show you that in a bit, it's not going to be loud or something, so you're gonna have to bring the audio up in post or just not use it, because I don't think it's actually made for that, even though you can use it. And LED on and off is basically the record LED, if you want it to blink or if you want it to not blink when it's recording. You've got a shuffle from the music player, which is really good. You got variable speed, and you got password and date and time, disk space. You've got a lot of it left, I guess. And that's basically it, and you can't delete the files by pressing this delete button. Let's go ahead and start the recording, because I think that's what you're all here for. So I'm gonna go ahead and it's recording from the built-in microphone right now. Let's go ahead and press the record button, and the LED is actually blinking now. You probably can't see that. And that's the number of recording. You got the audio levels, which I believe are in mono, but I'm not really sure because it does record in stereo. But the thing is, when I move it from left to right, it's always in the middle when I'm listening back to it. And you've also got the timer, and you can actually lock this so you don't press any of the buttons, which is really cool. But also you should know, well, actually I'll get onto that when you're recording the audio. So what you're listening to right now is an Xlr microphone plugged into the Zoom H5, which is recording just right up there. And I've brought it here because I was gonna try this microphone with it, but apparently because of the way I've got it set up, which is with the wall adapter thing, it has a lot of ground issues, so there's a lot of hum that it picks up, and so it's just not gonna be able to record the 3.5mm headphone jack microphone thing, so we're not gonna be using that. But this is a microphone that's plugged into the XLR input on the Zoom H5, and this is what I use to record all of my videos, and it sounds really good. Now let's go ahead and switch over to the camera's built-in microphone. Okay, so this is what it sounds like when I have no other recorder or something. So I think the camera does have a headphone jack, microphone jack in, but I don't think I even want to use that because I'm not really bothered with it. I've got the Zoom H5 and I want to use it with the XLR microphone, and I've got it set up like that, so yeah, I'm fine with that. But this is basically the camera's built-in microphone, which should sound absolutely like horse backside stuff. Now let's go ahead and yeah, this is locked. Let's go ahead and switch to the recorder's microphone. So as you can see, you got decent levels over here. Now one thing I will say about the recorder is that when it clips, it really does distort a lot. So I'm just going to go ahead and blow into it. I hope you don't mind. So that was some clipping or some that, but basically I've took it out, and if there's a lot of wind, it's just going to distort everything, and there's no windshield that comes with this, so you can probably get a windshield. That would be really nice, but otherwise, just listening to the recording right now, I think you'll be able to, I think you'll agree that it does sound really good. One other thing that I did want to say is that when you press buttons, it actually picks up the sound a lot. Also, it picks up a lot of handling noise, so there's that. But I think every other recorder does that. Some are good, some are bad. But anyways, this is how it sounds. It's actually quite good. And it costs £25, which is quite astonishing. It's made for recording meetings or something, but I was thinking, well, maybe just take it outside and record some nature sounds to put in the background of videos and stuff like that. This will work really well with pretty much anything. For interviewing, recording sound effects. The noise level when you're listening back to it is actually pretty bad, through the speaker that's built in over here. But when you actually listen to the files back on the computer, it does sound pretty good. The noise level's decent. I'm actually quite impressed with the the amount of quality that comes out of this recorder. It's £25. It lasts a really long time on the battery, and because this is like a calculator display, you can actually see this perfectly in the sunlight. So I guess it's made for outdoors in a way. The speaker is really nice for monitoring, but it does have a lot of noise. So there's that, but it's just really nice. This is a really nice recorder. I'm quite happy with it. I think let's go ahead and stop the recording. We'll plug in this microphone, and we'll start the recording from there. And then okay, yeah. Okay, so that's stopped recording. Let's go ahead and plug in. Now when you do plug the microphone in, you have to go into the menu and then change the record from to line in. Go back, and then let's go ahead and start the recording. Alright, so I'm just gonna pick this one up. So as I mentioned before, that it's a line in, so it's probably not picking up anything, but if I blow into it, it does jump up over here, so I'm just gonna blow into it. Now this is a lavalier microphone, and these are made to be hooked onto your t-shirts and all, but as you can see, this is a line in and it doesn't pick up the microphone all that well, and this is a really efficient microphone. Like if you plug this in, you're definitely gonna get some audio levels. It's a really good one. I'll actually show you which one it is. It's the one I used to use, the Mic J 044. called? Here it is. Nope, no idea. It's oh, that's the connector. Well, it's the mic J0 some whatever. Here it is. Mic J044 upside down. This microphone is really good. It costs 22 quid and it sounds really good. Now you're probably able to hear a lot of hiss, and that's because I'm having to boost this signal up in Audacity or in Post to just be able to get a usable level out of this microphone, because this is a line in, not a microphone in, even though it does have a microphone in logo thingy on the back. So it's a bit surprising, but I mean, then again, for 25 quid, if you want to use a microphone, you can, but it's not all that great. I think the one thing good thing about this is that it's gonna prevent clipping. So if you're okay with the noise, or if you can do some noise reduction, that'll be really nice. It's gonna prevent clipping, and so this doesn't have the gain option, so you can't really change the recording volume. I'm actually gonna go ahead and stop this. And this is made for line in again, so we're gonna go ahead and go back into microphone. I'm just gonna record from the built-in microphone. As you can see, it's picking up again. Really nice. This is a really nice recorder. If I wanna just quickly interview somebody, I just pop this out, bam, it's recording somebody. Now something like the Zoom H5 is, you know, much more bigger and everything, and granted it does sound much better, but I mean, come on, the price is like 250 quid, this is 24 quid, so it's 1/10 of the price. So that, yeah, pretty much. Anyways, I'll leave a link in the description. I think we're gonna end it here. You can go ahead and buy this. It's really good. I mean, I'm really happy with this thing. Yeah, check it out if you want to buy it. I'll leave a link in the description. Thank you for watching. If you have any question or anything I missed out, let me know in the comment section below, and I'll see you guys in another video.